Bonjour, friends. Bonjour, bonjour. Cynthia here. Happy Wednesday. Hello, everyone. Hello, hello. Hello to everyone. Thank you for joining me this morning for another episode of The Crowned Voice. Hello. Thank you for all the hearts already. I hope you all are well. This is not the crowned voice. This is another episode of Je Suis Beauté, which means I am beauty in English. This is where we talk about all things beauty, natural, enhanced, the standards of beauty, everything. And I have an amazing guest this morning coming all the way from India. Her name is Amit, and she is elite queen of the world. Waiting for her to join the live. So I encourage you to hang around. We're going to have a lovely conversation about Indian beauty. So share this live as well. Thank you, Tinkerbell. We are waiting for our guest to join and to begin the conversation about beauty. Ladies, gentlemen, you don't want to miss this. So stay on this live, share it with a friend, because we're going to talk about all the secrets about Indian beauty, natural beauty, enhanced. So let's hang on for our guest. I believe it's probably about, there she is.
Ouch. Oh, wait.
It's okay, beautiful. There you are.
Bonjour, good morning, Cynthia, and namaste from India to you and to all the lovely viewers.
Thank you so much. There you are. There you are. Well, thank you for accepting my invitation. I know it's probably evening time where you are. So thank you for
Yes, it's
accepting.
7 p.m.
It's
Yes,
7 p.m. Okay, great.
yes,
It's 9:30 p.m. here, Eastern time in the United States.
yes.
So thank you for again for accepting this invitation. My friends, hang around, share this live. Everything you need to know about Indian beauty, you are going to find out today. Because one of the beauties of the world that I am fascinated with, one of the beauty cultures that I am fascinated with is Indian beauty. The rituals, the ceremonies, the secrets, the remedies, all of it, the jewelry, the adornment. I love it all. Today's episode is brought of Je Suis Beauté, which means I am beauty, is brought to you by La Reine Cynthia, which is my brand. It is a high-end, luxurious lipstick collection. So ladies, for those of you, ladies and gentlemen, for individuals who require a taste for elegance and classic beauty, I encourage you to visit my website, laredcynthia.com, link in the bio. So now that we've done our pleasantries, Amit, tell us, you are queen of the world in India, and you are also elite queen of the world here in the United States. That's where I met you at the pageant in New York. Tell us
Yes.
about how you went from being a housewife, a homemaker, I should say, into competing in beauty pageants at this stage of your life, which is over 50.
This question is very close to my heart, but before I answer your question, I would like to say that I have been waiting for today. I'm so happy to see you. And I would like to take a minute to appreciate you, to acknowledge the efforts you make, and the way you are living your purpose and empowering women, helping them heal. It's just tremendous. It touches my soul. And whenever I see your live video and the posts you share with your husband, the fun banter you guys have, it just fills my heart with joy. It brings smile on my face, and I'm sure on whosoever sees it. So it's so beautiful. You are exuding so much of love, and you are inspiring people to have a beautiful life.
Yes.
So I'm so grateful for that, and thank you for having me.
Thank you for
Now,
the
to
encouragement. Thank you
answer
so
your
much.
question, um, if you could repeat your question, please.
How did you go from being a homemaker into competing in an international pageant and winning the title?
I I look at it as a God's calling. It's a God's way of blessing me. I just happened to be with my son in Mumbai in the month of June 2023. So I spent some couple of days with him, and looking at my passion and enthusiasm to live my life, he just encouraged me to take a leap of faith. I never had this courage. I never, in my wildest of dreams, thought about a beauty pageant, because the pageants we know, they have certain standards, and we always feel that we are not that standardized beauty with those perfect figures and perfect everything. So I never had that courage, but he said, okay, mom, you go ahead, take a leap of faith. He enrolled me in a pageant, and then there was no looking back. My dream came true.
An amazing story. I really love that you took the leap of faith, and this is what it resulted in, right?
Yes.
Talking about Indian beauty standards, right? In your country, I am aware that there are many, many, many beauty pageants. Again, I am fascinated by the culture. I am fascinated by the beauty rituals. Tell us about how would you define Indian beauty?
I was totally amazed to see your excitement and curiosity, and the way you expressed your liking for the culture and its traditions. So what you see on TV, what you see on bigger screen is the current standard. They are the standards and we follow them.
Okay.
So what they see, that is what they display on bigger screens, and they take the most beautiful actors and actresses, and that is what we try to emulate, and we try to be them, try to look like them. That's what we call trend. They are the trendsetters and we follow them.
Have the how okay, so now we're talking about trends. Have the beauty standards or the images of beauty, Indian beauty, changed over time? Like how did it begin? Because I know again it's very ritualistic. There's a lot of work that goes into it. There's a lot of commitment. How describe some of the changes?
All right, so I will talk of my times. If we look at 20 years back, when we were young girls, the times were not same. Technology has come a long way since then. There were no computers, no phones, no WhatsApp, no social media.
Right.
So we had this limited exposure of black and white TV, or the newspaper we used to read. So our beauty came from the kitchen of our mothers. So what our mothers learned from their mothers. So what we learned about beauty was that be happy, because India is all about, you must have heard about yoga. So yes, beauty is important. 50% of is beauty, but you cannot pay attention to your skin all the time.
Okay.
What's inside you? Your inner beauty has to shine out. That is what Indian principles are all about. Yoga, meditation, that those are the things we pay attention to. Your inner beauty has to shine through for you to shine in this world and be happy. So for the beauty things which we applied, they directly came from the kitchen. My and I'm planning to pass the same knowledge to my daughter. So what we eat is what we apply.
Wow, I'm so happy that you mentioned yoga, you mentioned meditation, which is a big part of the Indian culture. It
Yes.
is.
We don't say it, but it's so much in our DNA that unknowingly we are doing it
Mhm.
at different points of time. If you look at people, you go to parks, you'll see them sitting. They must be looking idealistically sitting, but they are not. They are very actively sitting. For example, let me just explain it to you.
Please.
For example, let's say now I'm sitting in some meditative pose and I'm trying to focus on my breath. So for a person who is looking at me, it might look at as a static pose, but it's a very active posture, because you are focusing on your spine, you are focusing on your breath, and that is how you are. You are trying to calm down your mind. So it's a very active pose. You cannot stay in the pose for long if you don't practice it enough.
Wow. So it's very intentional. It doesn't mean okay, so for your culture, It doesn't mean meditation is not finding a, a secluded area or a hidden room or a quiet place, and then you sit down and you're like, that's like not what it is. You're saying you can incorporate meditation intentionally at any time during the
Yes,
day. It's
yes,
just being aware, basically. It's
yes.
an awareness.
So whenever you find time for homemakers, they only find time when their husbands are in office and their kids go to school. So that is their meditation time.
I can totally relate. Being a homemaker, my husband is in court, and here I am sharing meditation secrets with you and the world, right?
Yes,
That is
yes.
amazing. I like it. Okay, so what are some other, let's talk about the outer beauty. The outer beauty. What are some of the intentional practices that you have learned from your mother's kitchen, your grandmother's kitchen, or from aunties or sisters, just other women in your life? Because I
All
want to
right.
know. I see a lot. One of the trends that I see is the women, your hair, how Indian women use, I believe, certain oils and different things to make their hair grow. In our culture, from Haiti, my mother, they used avocado oil, coconut oil, shea butter from Africa. Like my hair, I used to wear it shaved, now it's growing, and this is all because of coconut oil. So tell us, I want to know, how do Indian women get their hair to grow so long and fast?
All right. So here I would like to say that if we go down south, there the environment, the genetics are such that people, they have long, thick, lustrous hair because they are still close to the traditional values, the traditional recipes. The food is, but now with the modernization, girls are getting their hair cut, and so you don't find, like, big length hair. So yes, they had thick lustrous hair, growth is very good, but people nowadays, because they are easy to manage, women are working, they are going out, so taking care of your hair takes time. So I have created a small tray from my mom's kitchen, from my kitchen, what I've learned from
What
my
is
mom. So
in
I'm
there?
that is what I'm going to share with you. So, like you were talking about, these are the basic hacks, the beauty hacks, which I use and uh, which I've learned from my mother. And for me, I try to use a particular hack for a consistent period of time, let's say 6 months or a 1 year, so that I know how it's affecting my skin or my hair.
Ah,
So
okay.
I have prepared three products, one for hair care, one for skin care, and one for dental. So a
Mm.
dental hygiene. So I'll share that with you. First, let's start with hair care. Okay. So you will see, this is the hair mask which I've prepared at home. So this is
Wow.
the consistency. Now this is a very, very simple mask. What we do, you take rice water, it acts as a mask. You add aloe vera to it. It works as a hydrant. And then I have also added some oil to it to give nourishment. So
Mm.
it acts as a beautiful mask. I apply it on the scalp. I leave it for 15 minutes to 30 minutes, and then I wash it with shampoo. And the beauty is, it works like a conditioner. I don't need any conditioner.
Ah.
This is something I'm using like with every wash.
Oh, with every wash.
With every, yeah. So every time I have to wash my hair, I use it. Like you said,
Wonderful.
oiling, yeah, like you said, oiling is a very, very big part. It's I believe it's a every Indian household thing. We use coconut oil, we use mustard oil. So these are the two oils. And if you, nowadays people are talking about more herbal oils, but they have some medicinal purposes. For that, you need to go to some wellness center, or you need to go to certain center to get certain kind of treatment. But if you are hale and hearty, if you are normally healthy, you are living a normal healthy life, then you just use mustard oil or coconut oil. It's a
Wow.
part of our routine.
I love it. I absolutely love it. Okay, so I was going to ask you about traditional Indian beauty practices, and you just shared some with me.
Mhm.
Um, let's talk about, are these natural treatments, traditional treatments, are they still popular in India? Do most women
Yes.
still use them, or has the packaging and the modern, trendy products have taken over? Have they taken over?
So, this social media world has changed a lot in last 20 years. Now, India is a melting pot of different cultures. So it is in our DNA again, I would say, to embrace different cultures, to embrace the beauty, the best from different cultures. So now, when we see earlier, there were not too many products available in the market, but now there are a lot of products available. We have more choices to spoil us from. And you talked about the beauty, like the organic products.
Yes.
They are available at certain centers for people who want to experience them through the massages and different treatments, or if someone wants to uh, have actually some health issues, then there are certain massages that can help you take the toxins out of your body.
I saw you compete at Queen of the World, and you are beautiful. Again, you
Thank you.
are a woman who, you are over 50, right?
Yes.
Possibly in your 60s, and you came on stage with a swimsuit. Your entire wardrobe was so, I mean, it was extravagant. I'm looking at the women from India that came to the pageant, and every single time you came out, it was well coordinated. The outfits were elegant, sophisticated, extravagant. Your hair was gorgeous. I was in awe. I'm like, oh my God, you guys are exuding elegance, beauty in every form. However, when you spoke about your passion, you talked about uh, 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 eating naturally, using natural products for your skin and your body. Let's talk about that a minute for everyone who's watching from around the world. Tell them
All right.
about your passion for for a healthy lifestyle and using food to be beautiful and healthy.
First of all, thank you for these lovely, beautiful compliments. I would like to say the credit goes to our director. She was the one who chose, who created, who designed the outfits for us and chose everything for us. And for swim cost round, I would like to say I have never worn swimming costume in my life. That was my first time, and in my
Wow.
wildest of dreams, I never thought that I'm going to wear a bikini. But on the final day, when it happened, you won't believe it. I didn't even look at myself in a bikini. I just wore it. I came on
You
the stage and then
looked great.
it just
You
happened.
looked great.
Thank you. All right. So now, regarding, so my purpose is living a medicine-free healthy life and bringing awareness about the same across the world, because when we are aging, so this topic I would say is very close to my heart, because I am a elite, and because of the elite around us, when we are young, we do a little bit here and there and we look beautiful. There is so much of energy in the body, but when we get to lose that energy, we see the changes in ourselves. That is when little depression seeps in. That is when we start feeling little sad. But I would like to tell everyone that if we learn to eat right, there is a way to live a medicine-free life. So first, there is one thing I would like to share, that first thing in the morning when you wake up, all the good bacteria are hungry inside your body. They are waiting for food. Now, what is it that you are going to serve them? So for me, first meal and first drink in the morning is a non-negotiable.
Okay.
That is when I serve all the hungry bacteria with lots and lots of nutrition. That is clear vegetable juice. That is what I serve. It's a seasonal juice, which is a cucumber juice or a cucumber tomato mix juice, ashcut juice. And first thing in the morning, what you eat is a mono fruit, so that once the level of nutrition is filled, once your cup is half full, then you eat what you want to eat for the rest of the day.
Ah, I love it. I absolutely love it. Again, when you were talking about your passion at Queen of the World pageant, I could totally relate to that again because my parents and family coming from Haiti, my grandfather was one of the biggest healers in Haiti, and everything was plant based, everything was herbs. People would come from all over just to meet him on top of the mountain where he lived, and he would heal them from his farm, from his garden.
Right.
And at 40 years old, when I had, you see, my son Zeev, I had him at 40. 21 years after my second child, I had Zeev at 40 years old. And I made an experiment to myself. I said, well, I'm 40 and they're telling me that I am high risk. And the doctors are all saying in Miami that at that particular hospital, that no woman can have a natural childbirth. So I said to myself, my grandmother had 14 children in her 40s and her 50s. She was giving birth, and she did it all naturally in the mountains of Haiti. So I challenged myself. I said, I am going to do this. So every time I went to the doctor and they would give me thousands of pills, I would ask them what the pill was for. Then I would go back to my mother and I would ask her, what is the plant or the herb that is consistent with why this doctor wants me to take this particular pill? And
Wow.
they would tell
That's
me the name of
amazing.
the plant or the herb, and then I would find it, or my mother would have her friends find it. She would boil it for me, and I would begin drinking those teas. I was drinking teas
Wow.
all day. And so, to make a long story short, when I went to the hospital, there was like, when it was time to give birth, I even learned about labor. I learned that labor, well, first of all, I learned that our bodies were designed to give birth.
Yes. Yes.
Okay? That's what it was
Yes.
designed to do. Everything that is needed to give birth is already in our bodies. So
Yes.
all of these the medicines from, the doctors, they are a support. However,
Yes.
the plants are a support as well. So I started embracing labor. I said, my birth is not going to be traumatic. I am not going to be screaming. It's not going to be a disaster. I'm going to embrace this pain because my body is designed to do it. So when
Yes.
I was in labor, the nurses and everybody was looking at me like crazy. Every time, I would get a contraction, I'd be like, oh, thank you. Thank you, labor. Thank you for making
Yes.
my baby come quickly. I'm
Yes.
embracing the labor. And they were like, oh, that's the crazy lady. She thinks she's going to give birth naturally. Amit, when Zeev was coming, I said, the baby is coming. They were like, really? Hold on. One moment. Don't give birth yet. I'm like, it's coming now. So they were like, hold on. And the doctors and everybody rushed in. And I gave birth naturally without any,
Wow.
not even an IV, and nothing at all at 40. Did I pay for it afterwards? Yes, because I only prepared my mind and my body for the birth. But afterwards, thank goodness, again, a part of rituals, my mother and my aunt, they boiled a bunch of
Yes.
plants and things, and they covered me and they gave me tea. It's a ritual. So the plants and herbs healed my afterbirth as well. So when you were talking at Queen of the World about natural medicine and living on natural medicine so that you don't have to go to, uh, you know, the
Doctors.
doctors, right? I sat there and I'm like, I wonder if people really understand what she is saying. And I'm like, is this a sign that I've been putting so much craziness into my body? Is this a sign that I need to go back to that practice? because I only have about what, I'm 54 in October. I only have about maybe 40 years left. So, and I believe that you are eating intentionally as well, as because you said as
Yes,
we age, beauty is not only on the
yes,
outside, beauty comes from the inside. So just
yes.
tell us a little bit more. I know I just said a lot, but tell us, your thoughts about what I said. And for women and individuals who are watching from all over the world, share with them what they can do for this stage of their lives, being over 50, and how can they enhance their beauty physically and internally.
All right. So here I would like to say, first of all, great job. Everybody is not so lucky to have a mom like yours who is so educated to know about plants. Everybody is not that lucky. So you are a very lucky person to have that mother, have that grandparent who can help you out. And you believed in that science. That is the most beautiful part, because you believed, and that is why it happened. We need to trust the process. That is where our mindset is made. So now if I talk about living a healthy life without medicines, I am not against
Me
doctors. For
either.
example, if our bone is broken, we have to go to a doctor. If we are injured, we have to go to a doctor. But we cannot pop a pill for every ill. We cannot say, oh, I have headache, I want to have a pill. Oh, I have this, I want to have a pill. There is a way of living a hygienic life. So there are 4 parameters we need to work on, which is your heart set, which is your health set, your mindset, and your soul set. Soul set is the most beautiful part, I believe, where you work towards the process, you give it all, but you surrender. You surrender to the
Mm.
will of God, and the right things happen to you. You will, when you are working towards a goal, you will definitely achieve it because you are intentionally working towards it. But when you surrender, then God takes part in He's the part of your game. Then you might not succeed, but the right things will happen for you. And I believe in it. So I think that's how pageant happened to me. And I surrendered in the wildest of my dreams. I never thought about it, and it happened to me. So I have full faith in it. So trust in the process, live a life of surrender. Second, here I would like to say, health set. Feed your body. Your morning drink and your morning breakfast. Your breakfast has to be a non-negotiable.
Okay.
Feed your body with right eating. Have sun cooked food. Have raw vegetables or fruits. There is a way of eating it, and we have to learn it. So for now, I would just say, instead of having coffee or tea, just try to have a glass of fresh juice, whatever is available in your house.
Wow.
And for mindset, you have already given that example of mindset. You just have to think about it. Yes, I can do it. Strong willpower. And you can ace the game. You can do anything. When the world is not believing in you, you believe in yourself, and things will happen to you. And
I totally agree with that.
And then I'll talk about heart set. Heart set is the very beautiful. So we carry so much of baggage with us, and we don't even know the baggage of grudges, the baggage of expectations from others. We just need to let it go. The moment happened and it has gone, move forward. Just lighten yourself, forgive and forget. These 4 pillars will make your life so strong. They will keep the calm in you, and you will be able to move forward, because half of the time it is the stress that is bogging us down. She
Yes.
said that, he said that, I'm stressed, why I'm stressed. So it's the heart set. Don't take it to your heart. Just live your life every day and just move forward. They will forget, you will forget. Just live your life.
Yes, I totally agree. Thank you for sharing that. Someone just asked, am I going to share this live? Definitely. I am going to share it with my guest contact information, where you can contact her as well for, some direction about eating well for inner and outer beauty. So now
Yes,
let's go
of
back
course.
to outer beauty, the adornments, the jewelry. The jewelry.
So
If I were to live in, I think before I leave this earth, I have to live in India for at least 6 months, where I can just fully adorn myself with jewelry and get no judgments, no one looking at me weird. I can wear, like now I'm wearing 5 rings. I can wear rings on all of my fingers. I just love it. Is that a part of well, of course it's the part of the culture. But let's talk about that. How did that begin, or was it an Indian princess or queen? How did that begin?
yes. So, whatever, when we talk of history, when we talk of our current status, so everything we learn from history. So, in India, there were kings and queens, and they had this opulence. When you have lots of money, what you are going to do with it? You are going to splurge and you are going to pamper yourself with the best things available in the world. And people around you, they are going to pamper you because it's a business, it's a give and take. So our kings were our kings were very rich, and that is one way they used to pamper their queens. So that is where this jewelry culture has come into, that has become again a part of our DNA, where we like to wear lots of jewelry. And if you see, India is a melting pot of different cultures. There are so many states, every state has a different culture.
Okay.
Every 200 kilometers you will see India changes, the dialect
Mm.
change, people change, its culture change, its everything changes. So if you are really fond of jewelry, you need to come to India and stay in different states and learn about different, their jewelry culture, and you will absolutely love it. Immerse in the uh, in this traditional values they India has to offer. It's really, really beautiful.
I am so excited. Do you think that the traditional values, the remedies, are they going to continue? Do you see them still very active in today's world with social media? Or I think I asked this question before, but I just want to talk about the future of Indian beauty.
All right. Um, yes, now India is a country of 1.4 billion people, and 48% are women. Again, India is a
Okay.
very, very big market. So in this big market, everybody would like to get their share. So there are lots and lots of products that are coming into the market. But at the same point of time, India has been a land of yogis and rishis and old scriptures.
That's
It
true.
Yeah, it is a land of Ayurveda. Ayurveda is a way of living holistically, giving remedies to its people so that the basic elements in the body are well maintained. So people who are believing in Ayurveda, they are coming up with those original recipes and tweaking them little bit here and there by adding some fragrance or adding you so that people like it more, so that to attract people, we can say that those products are coming in. There is a big organic market also in India, and in future I think it is going to become bigger.
Oh, the organic market, right?
Yes.
Okay. I'm definitely going to look into that. I have I have so much to ask and so much I want to know, again, because I love the way the women are intentional with inner and outer beauty, the meditation, the yoga, the natural remedies. I love the way the women are committed to this. It doesn't seem to be a chore. It doesn't seem to be, uh, inconvenient. It doesn't seem like something, oh, I have to go and do this now. I have to, walk around in sweatpants because I don't feel like looking beautiful today. It doesn't look like that. Is it because you were raised that way? Is that how the culture is, that little girls and
Yes,
women should embrace being feminine and beautiful
yes,
and intelligent as well? As a matter of fact, we're talking about Indian beauty, but that doesn't mean that the women are not very very intelligent. I'm stuttering here because my son, Zeev, by the way, is taking coding classes and his teacher is in India. So, and she's a woman, right? So they're very intelligent, very smart, but they still embrace the beauty as well.
yes.
Is that a part
I,
of, were you raised that
yes,
way?
yes. I would say women is a very skillful architect of society
Repeat that,
because
repeat
the,
that. Wait.
okay,
Repeat what you just
okay. I said women is a skillful architect of society because that is what she does. She raises the family, because when you educate a man, you educate one person, but when you educate a woman, you educate the whole family. The kids are well educated. She takes care of the society. She is a beautiful weaver of society, though she has taken a back seat because that is how the girls are raised. But now in last 20-30 years, there are evolving social norms and people are changing. There is a modern influence as well. So things are changing over the period of time for good. That stereotypical Indian homemaker is no more there. And you can look at me, I'm breaking the
Yes.
stereotypes working at the fashion show.
Yes.
So so yes, now women are availing opportunities as opportunities are coming to us. So yes, things are changing. And like you said, we were raised that, look after your family, be together, no matter what. You have to be there for your family. And I think those ups and downs, they come in everyone's life. It's a choice, I believe, because pain is there, whether we choose this life or that life. It's a matter of choice. We better, how do we say it? We better catch the bull by its horns.
Yes, indeed. Wow. All right. Well, before I let you go, I'm going to ask for another secret to share.
Sorry.
I said, before you go, I'm going, on behalf of everyone watching from around the world, I'm going to ask for another beauty secret. What is your natural skincare uh, remedy?
Okay. So this is my go-to skincare remedy. This we call gram flour, which you find in each and every kitchen of India. It is made up of grounded Bengal gram. So
Okay.
this is my go-to. I don't use soap on my face. I use this. Whenever I have to wash my face, I take a little bit on my hand. I make a paste with water and I use it. This most of the Indian women use. And if we have to talk about scrubs, sometimes we feel like scrubbing our body and giving it a good nutrition. This is what I do. The whole, the whole lentils,
Yes.
some coconut, and a seasonal fruit. It's a season of mangoes in India, so I've added this and we make a paste out of it. And this is how it looks, and that is how I pamper myself. This is my skincare routine.
That is coconut and mango.
It's whole lentils, coconut, and any seasonal fruit. If you have strawberries, if you have avocado, if you have kiwi, whatever you want to add, you just add to it. Soak it overnight. But fresh fruits you add during while you want to, mix it in the mixie, and then you use it. Make a paste and use it. Keep in a refrigerator and take a little and use it. And if you want it more creamier, add a little bit of cream to it and just enjoy it.
That is so powerful to me because it all comes from the earth. And when you said
Yes.
seasonal fruit, it's like whatever the earth is releasing or giving at that moment, that is what you add to it and you put it on your. Oh my God, I love it. I absolutely love it.
And also when we talk of watermarks nowadays, insignias, watermarks nowadays, if you cut a orange, if we cut a lemon, if we cut a kiwi, just have a look at it. The sun has left its watermark on that. So we see there is a sun energy in it, and why not consume it? And for me, it's a mango season. It's my favorite fruit. I don't call it a fruit. I call it a dessert, sun cooked dessert. It's an emotion for me.
I can see the light in your eyes as you're talking about.
Yes,
Someone
yes.
just said you are beautiful inside and out, and I totally agree.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Well, I think that's it. I mean, I really enjoyed this conversation. We can stay on for another hour. Thank you so much for blessing us. This was a very empowering conversation. Thank you for
Thank you,
sharing.
Cynthia.
Yes,
Thank you
someone else
so
said
much.
thank you.
Thank you for having me, and it's an honor and an absolute pleasure to be with you. My heart is dancing.
And I'm definitely coming to India. I'm going to go on tour, like you said, to discover all of the beauty rituals, all of the inner beauty rituals as
Yes,
well.
yes,
Doing the authentic meditation. Well, you just told us how to incorporate meditation in everyday life. And again,
yes,
you don't have to go and sit with your hands out like this. You can take out the trash and you're meditating. It's all about being aware,
yes,
being still in that moment.
yes.
So thank you for sharing that.
Thank
Thank you for all
you
of the
so much.
secrets.
Thank you so much for your love, and thank you so much for everything. Uh, what I believe, when pageants talk about authenticity, I never understood it. But now it has seeped into me a little. Right people, when you are authentic, you attract the right people. And
Mm.
now I see that you are an evangelist of nature care. You prefer natural products. I see the right people attract you. Like, it's so beautiful. Being authentic is so beautiful. That is what I have understood now. Thank you for this beautiful platform. If Alice is listening, or she will listen in future, to my director for designing beautiful clothes for me. Thank you for empowering women. Thank you for empowering me. Thank you so
You
much.
are welcome, sis, and thank you for your time as well. Well, my friends, this is the live about natural, inner, and outer beauty, even enhancements. I mean, we love them all. So, again, share this live with a woman who is dear to you or any individual. I will put my guest information in the comments when I share this on my page. Remember, today's conversation was brought to you by Reine Cynthia, uh, specifically the Beauty Queen lipstick collection. Thanks again. Have a wonderful
Thank
evening.
you.
Okay,
Thank
bye. Bye, everyone. Love
you.
you.